Set your butane torches to high and your expectations to low. Coming to you from the Cigar Cave in the hills of the Steel City. Get ready to get your fix. This is the Cigar Junkies Podcast.
Welcome to the Cigar Junkies Podcast,
The cigar show for the community by the community.
a forum to talk stogies, booze, food, and anything else in the cigar lifestyle.
If you're looking for ratings, negativity, or an authority on all things cigars, you came to the wrong place.
Whether you like what you hear or not, please join the conversation and let us know by finding us
At the Cigar Junkies Facebook group.
or contacting us at thecigarjunkies@gmail.com.
What's up, junkies?
Guess what day it is? I have not informed you. I have not included you in the decision-making process. I have just decided. I'm going to read before we even get started and introduce our first guest.
Oh, no.
I'm going to read item number 1 off of the news for the week.
Ooh.
February 3rd will now be known as National Cigar Junkie Day,
Oh.
as Sam's birthday is February 2nd and mine is February 4th. What's in the middle? Not the right stuff. Cigar Junkie Day. Don't forget to mark your calendars for 2024. And somebody get Hallmark to start printing some cards if we can. How do we celebrate the new and exciting holiday?
We want a shrubbery.
A shrubbery. No, or you could just gift a cigar to a fellow junkie and share the...
Good news, everyone.
Yeah, it's a little quieter than I wanted. And to celebrate... I got some super soft cupcakes.
Oh, they are super soft.
Oh, yeah. So, okay, now you can introduce our guest as I open this
Yeah, I was gonna say,
incredibly loud package.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely, it's definitely the most cumbersome package you've ever handled. So with us today is Bruce Bush of Karenberger Cigars, as well as Tammy from Tobacco Company in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. What's up, guys?
How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Hey,
We're doing.
right on.
You guys done many of these?
I've done a bunch of these.
Yeah. How
Yeah.
much so?
This is
You
my
don't-
first.
Oh, we break another cherry.
Well, the first thing we need to do is get that microphone 1 to 2
Yeah, you
inches
wanna
away
get
from your mouth
right
as
up
we
in it.
talked.
How's that?
You want to
No.
be friendly.
You can maneuver it how you like.
Yep.
It's too big for my mouth. I can't be that friendly.
Oh, there it is. The
see,
innuendo starts already.
Help her out, Bruce. Help her out.
You got to get all up on it.
All up on it.
We're going to mute that
Get
mic.
up on it.
And you can tilt the microphone up a little bit, and then I'll
Everything.
unmute you.
There you go.
There
Mr.
you that's the
Robinson,
position.
welcome to the party. And Howard Gross, I'm not familiar with you. Is that one of yours?
He's good people, Howard. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
awesome, man. Down in
oh.
Newport Richey, Florida.
He said, call Mark when you care enough to send a hairy beast.
Did he say that, or did you ad lib?
He did. I'm actually, I'm wanting an explanation here.
No, well,
They
you're not
call
going to
me-
get one, man, because I think that's part of your bullshit.
Oh.
they call me the hair-free beast, if that helps.
Wow. Well, I mean, you could advertise on your head. You know that?
Well, I mean, it's been done. It's been done. That's nothing original, for sure.
Okay.
So why don't we start things off by finding out what we're smoking today?
What are
Let's
we
do it
smoking,
that way.
Bruce?
Well, it's your own commercial.
All right, fine.
Amateurs. It's time for the Cigar of the Week, brought to you by Just a Tip Cigars. Are you looking for the best selection of boutique cigars? Do you want the tried and true legacy brands that are synonymous with the cigar lifestyle? Do you want luxurious cutters, lighters, and other accessories? Do you want to relax in the most comfortable cigar lounge in the burg? Then you want Just a Tip Cigars. Conveniently located in the Bavarian Village Shopping Center in South Park, Pennsylvania, Just a Tip Cigars has been tailor-built to your smoking needs. Whether you visit in person or on the web at justatipcigars.com, when it comes to cigars, Just a Tip is the whole package. That's your cue.
By the way, I was given that commercial.
It was a gift.
I was not. I played no part in the development.
I don't believe you, but that's fine. You can tell the folks that at home. Yeah.
Sam's actually
No.
played no part in the development of any part of
Yeah.
this show ever.
I generally show up with cigars.
Oh, that's
Sometimes
cool.
without.
It's cool. You stay in your
Occasionally,
lane. I can respect that.
That's about it. Like I do me.
He'll bring a guest occasionally, and
Yeah.
sometimes he even tells me they're coming. Not always.
There's only once where I didn't tell you.
So far.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
Speaking of which, Mr. Jones, welcome to the party. And in normal fashion, we did not do what the commercial was. Sorry, Bruce.
Yeah.
What are we smoking?
What we have here is the K by Karen Berger 25th anniversary by AJ Fernandez. So this is something we released at the PCA trade show last year. We're very proud of it. The wrapper is something truly special. It's a hybrid of a Habano 2000 and Connecticut broadleaf. It's a little pet project that AJ's been doing on the side, and we're the first cigar to actually have that wrapper on it. So he did Karen a total solid by doing that. And we have a Mexican San Andreas binder, and then half of the fillers from Karen's farm, Nestle. And if you right across the road is AJ's farm, and the other half of the filler comes from AJ's farm. So it's a true collaboration. Oscuro, full-bodied, lots of cayenne, lots of orange zest, full meaty cigar. It's a thing of beauty, man. If you look, I know you may not be able to see it, or maybe you can see it, but the wrapper is really pretty. It's really gorgeous, seamless. It's good stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Excellent presentation the whole way around.
Yeah, for sure. I like the the classic band style as well.
Absolutely, very reminiscent of like my father or something like that, which I always thought had incredibly great bands.
Right.
The secondary band is great because it's not like obtrusive and ridiculous. It's just the right amount. The wrapper is beautiful. And it's a heftier cigar than I expected too.
Absolutely.
With excellent draw, excellent construction, which we would always expect from AJ Fernandez.
Right.
But considering the heft, I'm very, very satisfied with this soft box press.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Soft box press, yeah.
Which
Toro.
Pretty much everything by Karen is box press, right?
Not
Except for Lanceros?
everything. Not everything. We have a couple of Don Kikis that are not the K by Karen Burger series. They are, with the exception of the Lanceros.
Okay.
Yeah.
We touched on that last night when we were talking, so I wasn't sure if it was all of them or just the ones that were at Blind Fox last night. So
Yeah, well, he has Robustos a lot.
yeah,
That's a Robusto bar, so they're all box press there.
So let's start off with the how is everybody's week, and let's go to the guests first. Bruce, how were things getting up here and finding your way around?
It was great. I tell everyone I probably shouldn't broadcast this, but I fly Spirit first class. I know, which sounds like an oxymoron, right? But if you fly Spirit and you have a $50 upgrade to first class, you sit in a big fat seat without a hot towelette, without a little bottle of bourbon or something like that. But nevertheless, you're first on, first off. So the flight was amazing. My girl Tammy picked me up from the airport. We've been cruising around the Steel City. I love this friggin' city, man. It could be a little warmer. I'm not gonna lie. My nips are kind of hard right now. It could be a little warmer, but all in all, I love this place. The people are cool, and the cigar lounges all have this like unique bond here, which you don't see everywhere.
yeah. No, we love it. We love the bond between those. I agree with you. It's too damn cold. I was born and raised here. It's still too damn cold. I've had enough of this. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I could do without it. The thing is, though, I don't work in it anymore, so I care a lot less. We got a nice heater in the garage. It'll get there. It'll kick in. Usually, I have it on for a longer period of time before people show up, so it's a little toastier, and then we don't open the garage for 10 minutes.
Yeah, that was
releasing
great.
all the warmth.
That wasn't fantastic.
So, is Pittsburgh an area you frequent often?
It will be from now on. I mean, the Karen Burger cigars are like extraordinarily popular here. There has not been a cigar lounge in this area that we haven't gone to that hasn't picked us up and done really well with the brand. So, it's like whenever you visit a city like this and things take off, you always have an umbilical cord back there. So we'll be, and since Tammy lives in PA, this is definitely a metro area of extreme focus for us.
Nice. I'm going to touch on some of the comments real quick. Scotty Robinson said, Spirit, he'd rather be pushed off a mountaintop and press his luck. Howard Gross said, it's 64 degrees here and his nipples are hard as well. And Seth Jones said he doesn't have to shovel the cold, so he's okay with it. So
I don't know how you shovel cold, but I could imagine, I guess.
He's saying as long as it's not snowing, he doesn't mind.
I think something was lost in the translation there.
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be snow. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't speak at New England too good down here.
We do not translate to. So first of all, I apologize for the condition of the driveway.
Yeah.
This is like week 5 of them rebuilding my retaining wall. It's supposed to be a 5-day project. We're on week number 5 now. So yeah, everything's a freaking mess out there.
Right.
And normally the cigar cave would be a hair cleaner too. But I got on that a little bit late. There's gonna be a very, very busy weekend in the cigar cave because I got a show tonight. Then we gotta squeeze 10 people in here for Corey's annual birthday poker game tomorrow.
Oh, nice. I didn't get the invite to that. Just throwing that out there.
You did not. No, Sam did. And in typical Sam fashion, he was a piece of shit.
Brutal.
Well, you guys aren't going away anymore, right? But your
did-
seat's already been given off.
Yeah, I don't
anyway.
even know what I'm doing at
Yeah.
this point.
But then we do another podcast now. It'll be episode number 3 we're doing on Sunday for the Last of Us HBO series. So we got the Last of Yins podcast coming in on Sunday. So
Nice.
busy weekend for the Cigar Cave. Don't shine any black lights around anywhere.
Jonesy wants to know where his invite was.
Jonesy, your invite is standing. 365 days a year, any event, even if I'm not here, you can be. Just give a motherfucker a heads up first so you don't terrify people when you come trekking up the driveway. Last time we had to call the cops off and it was a false alarm.
Sorry, I'm enjoying the comments today. Scotty Robinson
group.
said, "Your nipples are hard because it's cold. His wife's nipples are hard because he's sitting next to her. You and I aren't the same." He went all in on that one, didn't he?
I got mine pierced a
Oh, yeah?
long time ago, and I left them in for like 2 weeks. They became wildly infected, and I took them out. It was the worst decision I ever made, and they are always hard now.
Putting them in or taking them out?
But both.
Okay.
Well, no, it was bad. As a story. As a story for a lot more alcohol.
Right. Oh, wait, there's a couple bottles on the table here. We can get weird. Yeah.
There is. We like to save that for the end of the show.
Oh, okay.
Whenever 3 of our 4 listeners are gone.
Yes, of course.
Howard Gross said, "Blacklight, come again."
Well,
So Tammy, tell
Yes.
us about your escapades this week.
Just trying to keep up with this guy next to me here.
I feel like I don't believe you. I feel like he's been trying to keep up with you.
it doesn't seem like it'd be much of a challenge unless we're not. Are we talking about intellectually? That's what I'm assuming.
What's going on right now? Don't you think I know where this is going? You're attacking my
We would
intellectualism.
never,
Well,
ever,
It just happened.
ever tell you that we would do. we're
You
doing
just
that.
got one of those faces that looks like it spent a long time pressed up against the rear window of a short bus.
Window licking, yeah, mouth breathing. I
Yeah.
do all that. It's part of my repertoire.
All right, Sammy.
Scotty Robinson said, "That's what happens when you get your nipples pierced at Spirit Airlines."
That's right.
They don't do that anymore.
You should have
They
gone
don't
for the
do that
first class
anymore.
one.
I probably shouldn't have done it during takeoff.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no shit. Well, to put an amateur hour.
All right.
Tammy, again, I'll try. So, how are you associated with? Well, I'm sorry, first off, but Bruce, here.
It's great working with Bruce. I love it. But I met Bruce and Karen about a year and a half ago in New Jersey at a Summers Point Cigar Lounge,
Nice.
and we all hit it off. Fell in love with the brand. The Habano is one of the best sticks I've ever had,
Nice.
and it's absolutely amazing. And they asked me if I wanted to be an ambassador for them, and here I am, and
Yeah.
I love it.
Rocking and rolling. That's awesome.
Absolutely love it.
How can you not like it? You're around cigars, you're around drinks, you're around cool people. I mean, you know, people live a lifetime and die and go to heaven and hope they have this job.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't like cigars, you should probably be euthanized. You know.
I've had that thought before, man. Matter of fact, I wrote a term paper on that one time.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah. Wow.
I got a D.
Huh.
Professor's a
Oh,
dick.
I'm sure you got the D plenty of times.
Lots of it. Lots of it.
I had it last night. It was awful.
Yeah. Jesus. Wow.
From some guy named Sam. It was, oof. He smells.
Awkward.
Must have been another Sam there, because if it was,
You were at the bar last night, weren't you, Sam?
yeah, but he goes in all stealth like you don't even know he was there.
He was wearing a cowboy
no,
hat
bro.
the size of
I
a Volkswagen.
I walked in and about 30 seconds in, I hear, "I'm a rhinestone cowboy." I'm like, "Oh, thanks, Bill."
Yeah.
Appreciate it,
So-
buddy.
So we're gonna set the terms here. Tammy could be a hair closer, but she's okay. Your voice
How
is
is this? I'm just a little
your
closer
voice.
now.
No, you were okay before.
Okay.
Your voice is big enough that you could probably sit back a good ways. No, please don't.
Don't
You're not loving the Barry White voice right now.
That's okay.
Ooh.
That's okay.
Yeah.
When you get enthusiastic, just pull the head back. You know how the
Yeah,
movement goes.
whenever I get really happy about something, my head goes
That's
back automatically.
We
Why'd
got to
you-
make sure he laughs.
Did you have to lock eyes like that when you said it though? That's where like it wasn't awkward till then. Then it was like
There's some energy
"And it's
here.
Junkies."
Sam, you don't know about it. Just relax, dude.
I thought I warned you. Apparently, I needed the warning.
All right, let's get our just the tip update out of the way.
Let's see. Compared to last week's update, doesn't seem like a lot, but we got the closets all framed, got the humidification equipment's all mounted. Got calls into the county plumbing inspector trying to get them to call me back. It's been a week of calling them every day. so that'd be interesting just to talk to them. So getting ready to schedule that in. Spent 4 hours at Home Depot today, just like walking through my list. Like, all right, I need 4 of these, and yeah, I wasn't able to properly put it together, like what was where. So
You should have gone to Lowe's, bro.
No,
Lowe's is terrible for lumber.
Yeah. Well,
Oh wait, no. Lowe's is better for lumber.
Yeah,
Home Depot for tools and everything else.
Home Depot's tools are definitely superior, but their electrical section's way better.
Lumber and tools. We're still talking about a hardware store, right?
Yes. No, but I got into like a lot of electrical, so I got conduit I got to run for the split unit, and that's all plastic, and that's one type of wire and connectors, and then I got in the humidor is going to be another thing, and then over top for the humidification is a whole nother one. So it's just trying to break that all up and figure that out. So DOS is good though. I mean, it's moving along. It's actually showing. We got no hope on the getting heat in the building yet, which is really starting to piss me off because I'm just waiting on the gas company. Like, they just need to put a meter in. I'm like, I want to start paying a gas bill. Can you please give me a meter so I can do that?
So I can give you money?
Yeah. And they don't care at all. Yeah. Everything's there. Like, the piping, everything's ready to go. They just have to bring the meter. The plumber's going to put it in. Like, just bring us a damn
That's
meter.
what she said.
Is it though?
The plumber's gonna put it in.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
It'll delay. I don't know.
All right, yeah, fair enough.
There's something happening here
Something's
today with
going
our
on.
sound. Yeah.
That's the title of my
figure it
sex
out.
tape, man. The plumber
And-
put it in.
Okay.
I will say that one of the most fun parts of my week was somebody was telling me about this show, The Last of Us, and explaining to me the Nick Offerman episode.
Okay.
And
So it wasn't me then.
I'm never going to watch this show. That like, because
I will tell you this, sir. It is the least uncomfortable I've ever been watching a man-on-man love scene. Like, it
It's
was
not-
like the bounty paper towel guy like cloned himself and was like, "Yeah, you're a good-looking dude with a beard. I'm a good-looking dude with a beard. What's not be lonely, you know?"
But the reason I'm asking about it is like, so he doesn't know the game. Is there a reason that was there? Because he's like, I watched this whole episode. He's like, and it had nothing to do with anything in the show. Like, they just wanted to have an episode with a gay love scene.
It maybe a little bit. Like, they're building there was some building up of other things there, the background, like relationships between some of the characters and these people, through some of their escapades and building a history. But to be fair, to be fair, it did feel like it didn't need to be so much, but like, I had no problem with it.
No, I just
it was like very touching and very moving and built up these characters. And I don't know. It was a choice, but I had nothing to complain about,
and
really.
that's why I'm asking. What's going on, Mr. Dove? Sorry.
So I didn't know if we concluded your
Yeah,
Your
that was
goings
all.
on.
That was all. That's
just
it.
ended up there. Yeah, Ron Swanson, dude, that guy could do no
I know.
wrong.
Yeah.
I love him. Like, I know it's not his name; it's Nick Offerman, but I just always know him as Ron Swanson. He is my spirit animal.
Did you ever see like videos of like his wood shop? Like,
No.
he's a woodworker.
I like his Lagavulin
Lagavulin.
commercial. 45 minutes of him just spelling and drinking the scotch and not saying a effing word. But I like his take on meat and salad.
Yeah.
There's the one quote's like, "Salad is not food. Salad is a promissory note that food is on its way."
Oh, that's good stuff.
Right?
I like that. Yeah.
My favorite line, Ron Swanson, is, "Give me all the bacon that you have."
All the eggs and bacon. Yeah.
And the waiter turns around. He's like, "Whoa, come back here." I feel like you what you heard me say was, "Give me a lot of eggs and bacon." That's not what I said. What I said was, "Give me all the eggs and bacon that you have."
Yes. Oh yes. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, for sure.
I just saw that my boss woman, Karen Berger, just tuned in. Hey, Karen, how you doing?
Howdy, howdy.
Hi,
Karen.
Karen.
Welcome to the party.
We'll see how long your jobs last after this.
Yeah, mistakes
I
were
wouldn't.
made.
I wouldn't be planning any major purchases moving forward here. So for me, it wasn't a lot. It's always crazy. For some reason, I signed up to do another podcast.
Yeah,
I was like,
I
hey,
was curious about that.
I feel like I've got too much free time. What can we do about that? But no, it's been good. Played the new PS5 a little bit
Yeah,
and
good.
celebrating that.
New toy.
Not quite as much as I would have in the olden days. I guess I've grown,
Mm.
or the cigars just got me anchored to the garage so much that I can't go into the other room as often as I maybe used to.
I mean, you got a projector right there.
I do.
Screen.
I do, but yeah, I don't know.
That's all for porn.
That makes sense. really know how
Not-
and when to use it?
Not entirely. Sometimes I play disco music videos. Little village people,
Nice.
get the mood.
Yeah,
set
well,
first.
you play that first, then the porn.
Well, yeah, like for 37 seconds at a time or whatever.
That is the porn for him.
Well,
When that Indian goes, young man, he gets excited.
this week I didn't need it. I had The Last of Us.
Well, yeah, oh, okay.
I always pictured you like the construction worker, man.
I was. I have been. Usually on a stack of phone books. In most cases, but no, I've got some hard hats and some welding hoods. The welding hoods were mostly used to supervise garbage. I'm a really good grinder.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible at welding.
Just couldn't get that feel, huh?
No, that is a skill set that I apparently do not possess. For all the practice I have working with my hands. No, nothing. Okay. I could not pick that one
I'll
up.
let that go. That was on the 1 yard line. I could have rushed it.
That was
but
like
it's
low hanging fruit. That was
It's
like,
too
"Eh,
low.
It's a layup. I'm
That-
good.
that's
Like,
that's
I wanna
amateur.
dump.
That's amateur hour. Picking
You
up on
make all
something like
the excuses you want for your slow response, but
that. Well, I just did. I got more.
Excuses, right? Not responses.
Right,
Excuses.
right. I'm sitting here looking around as I'm going to jump in because I'm tired of listening to you guys talk. I'm looking around this garage right now. Any device you want to cut, maim, mutilate, electrocute, shoot, just put a hole in just to piss someone off.
Yeah.
It's all available in this garage. So if you want to come here and rob this place, be forewarned.
Yeah.
To be fair, all the ones
be
on. To be fair,
fair.
I gotta watch that today. Most of all the ones on that wall are airsoft guns. They are not the actual firearms, but they
You
are.
could still piss someone off with one.
They are abound. Oh, I have. My first airsoft gun was in a kit from Walmart. It was $20 for like
You'll shoot your eye out.
It was for there was an M4.
You'll shoot your eye.
You'll shoot your eye out.
You'll shoot your eye.
I may have, but they were both spring loaded.
Yeah.
They were like the little
suck.
cheapy ones, but
Yep.
they still hurt, dude.
Yeah.
And
Well, you're not supposed to shoot yourself in the nuts, though, man. What the fuck?
I shot my wife's friend in the ass.
Oh, nice.
From like 2 feet away.
Was she an
Oh,
asshole? Was
shit.
she an asshole?
Yeah.
Well, she had it coming.
God.
they're not friends anymore, so I could say that. But yeah, she was.
You
a
need to be
character.
careful because somebody's gonna snip that out and just be like, "Yeah, I shot my wife's friend in the ass."
I'd be okay
Really?
with that. I'd be
He'll
okay
be on
with
the news tomorrow, man.
So Howard Gross said, "All those tools. Is there a Black and Decker pecker wrecker?"
that. I'm a Milwaukee man.
He's using it to talk right now.
Yeah, we've got options. Oh, I'll wreck it, baby. Don't you worry about
I don't
it.
doubt it. I don't doubt it, man.
Believe it or not, I think the thing that most people are surprised by me is that I do have a gag reflex, and it is sensitive. So
Wow.
Well, I pegged you for a sensitive guy.
Well,
from
I'm
the
like
start.
Sam. I do just the tip.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
absolutely.
Well,
That's
so
it.
He apparently thought. What did you say yesterday? You were surprised because you thought I was like a actual serious person.
The first time I met Sam, so we contacted through PCA because I thought he was going to the trade show, and I don't know if he did or not. But then I came. He invited me to his place when he was like in the, infancy stages of opening it up. It was kind of, all groundwork on the inside, and he was a very serious businessman. I was like, right on, I'm making a good contact with this serious, like level-headed, like sharp businessman kind of dude. Little did I know the horse's ass that lied underneath.
Ah, yes. See, had you followed along the Junkies, you would have known far sooner.
Yeah.
What
Well,
you-
you guys might want to do this thing called advertising.
We may or may not have done
That
a
would
little.
require an income, and we don't have any. This show is
Yeah.
good for one thing. It is for costing me money.
It's kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, it is. It is a one-way street. The money goes. It does not.
Return.
Yes.
The ROI is not quite there.
The R isn't there. Like, we're not even
There's
worried.
no R.
It's just all I.
Fuck the O in the I.
It's not even that much of an eye, really. It's more like a hole that you just throw cash into. But I have had the pleasure of throwing other people's money.
I was going to say, he's getting ready to go to Jernigan's. You might as well,
yeah. So Kirill, the owner of Jernigan's and Puff and Stuff locations nearby, was actually super generous and gave us kind of a limited blank check
Nice.
to help out and just, hey, whatever equipment you need, send me a list.
Okay.
And so
cameras,
some of the fun toys that we have here
Outstanding.
are supplied by Kirill.
Wow.
With no strings attached. We just like to mention that as well.
No strings attached just
Well,
yet.
Nothing
don't
attached
know-
to the show.
You don't know what the
Yeah.
future holds, Sam.
I mean, there was some tugging going on, but it wasn't a
Right.
string,
with a Black and Decker Pecker record.
Yeah.
I told you it's in Milwaukee.
Sorry.
Are you from Wisconsin?
No.
Oh,
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
No, I just have
Algonquin.
For the
used to
good
say it,
land.
I
called
just
Good
have
Land.
preferences and power
I
tools.
love
that's
that
all.
movie,
It
man.
was great.
I-
man. Dude, Mike Myers, he came out with 2 characters, Wayne and Austin Powers, who in their comedic career has had 2 characters like that. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I've never heard of Wayne Powers.
No, Wayne's World.
Okay, never mind.
What was his last name?
That's a great question.
No, it's actually but they talk about it in the show.
What's Barney Rubble's job?
I don't know.
You don't know. No
don't
one
know.
knows, man. He goes off to work after he drops Fred off sometimes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Goes
I
and works
remember
at the
like
corner.
3 seconds of the Flintstones.
Oh, really?
I mean, I remember liking that show and shit, but mostly what I remember is the intro. Like the big rib gets put on the freaking thing and it tips over.
Yep.
And I don't think I knew what that was until I was like 12 years old.
Right.
Like, why do they keep putting that giant rock on his fucking car? I don't even know why.
I was always amazed when Wilma fed him this rack of bones with no meat on it. And he got excited about it. I'm
Right.
like, I'm not a dog, dude.
Yeah.
My Labrador would love that. But if you put some meat on that, that'd be pretty cool.
So
Bet
talking
that's
about
what your
ribs,
woman has said to you a few times, huh?
we went to Texas Roadhouse with the kids last night. And my daughter ordered the ribs, and I didn't realize the kids' portion of ribs is like it's a meal.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, she housed them. Just, but like she kept going, "What do I do with the bone?" My dad kept looking over, going, "There's nothing left." Like she's like
She hoovered it.
cleaning them. I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like she's a hand. It was. I'm like, "Oh, this kid." The other 2 were like, "Chicken tenders, please." And she's
I
like,
thought
"I've
you-
never had ribs."
I thought your dad was going to say throw them on the floor.
No,
You still get to do that with the peanuts?
No.
That was somewhere else. Was
No.
that Lone Star?
no,
that
it was
Lone
Texas Roadhouse.
Was it? I think
Yeah.
it was a Lone Star Steakhouse. So you could throw the peanut.
No,
shells
it
on
was
the floor.
it was
Cody's
Texas
Roadhouse? Cody's Roadhouse?
Wait, no,
You don't have them up here?
Mm-mm.
That's a Florida thing. My bad.
Floridian bastard.
Belay my last.
Belay. Oh, I haven't heard anybody say that in a long time.
I haven't been belayed in a long time.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
Dude, man, bar of soap, mouthwash, man, take you a long way.
I guess if you took the lid off the mouth, well, it would probably fit.
Oh yeah, that's the key. dude.
Burn though.
Huh?
Probably fit. I'd still be smacking it against one side. Shit, I'd have that same problem with a tube of toothpaste.
Heather warned me that there was some romance happening between the 2 of you guys, and so I've just
we may
figured
have
I'll sit
enjoyed
back and-
poking fun at each other.
Romance,
you were poking
romance,
something else.
Romance, I mean, you know,
He
whatever.
did want to see my sausage.
That happens.
I think I'm looking at it right now.
Oh,
what,
you're
the
silly.
what is that?
That's my silly sausage.
I was
Oh
going
my-
to ask you,
I'll give
what
you
is that
$5 if you
giant
smell it.
red sausage
Now
doing
that-
in your hand?
Did you guys ever
I
play,
could live without those $5.
did you ever play the game Bop It? You know what Bop It is? Bop
Yes,
It,
yeah.
twist it, pull. Okay. So with this guy, you pull him, you twist him, you smack that bottom, or you push that button. And that's
Poke.
it's just a yeah, poke.
Poke
Poke
me.
me, pull me, twist me, spank me, right?
I think
don't-
he says dip me.
dip me, yeah,
Yeah.
dip me. That's right. But-
That sounds like the name of a porno, man.
yeah,
Something
oh,
like
yeah.
Yeah.
dipped.
It's-
That could probably, yeah, that definitely is a porno.
Yeah.
Either that or shaving Ryan's privates.
Star Wars.
Yeah, little fuckers.
Right.
Buttman and throbbing.
Wow, you put some thought into this. Make me think of Zach and Miri make a porno.
The
Yeah,
Rancor.
That was exceptionally lame for the name of the title of that movie.
I know, but the best part was bitch frosted me like a fucking cake. Done. The movie was worth watching just
Right,
because
for
of that one
line.
scene.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If we're going Elizabeth Banks, I'm staying with 40-year-old virgin every time.
Oh yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff right there, man.
Oh yeah.
That was Steve Carell pre-Office days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking. There's this young kid that just hired him with us. He's 19 years old.
Oh
And
no.
in the mill wrecked yesterday, so there's this downtime. Everybody's hanging out in what they call the beauty shop, and they've got his phone and they're swiping for him on the dating app, and they like reset the parameters to like being up to 40 and stuff. And he's like, I don't want that. It's twice my age. And it's like, yeah, you do, kid.
yeah.
Those ladies will
really
teach
do.
you something.
Right.
He's
right.
gonna get you an education.
but
Class is
I
in
don't-
session.
He said, I don't like any of these girls. I said, did you ever see the 40-year-old virgin? I said, they weren't lying when they said you don't want to do it with a girl you like the first time. You need to get some reps in first here, kid.
Hey, practice makes perfect, man. And
Yeah.
perfect practice really makes perfect. You kind of know what I'm saying?
No idea.
No.
I don't
No,
either.
missing it.
I've
I've
never
been
done
practicing
anything.
certain things for years, and
It's a good cupcake.
stuff. I'll get there. Oh, you
You're mowing on that cupcake, man.
I am.
Wow.
You don't properly eat a cupcake.
It's Cigar Junkie Day, buddy.
You got a cupcake sandwich it, man. It's the only right way.
Today's the filling of the cookie. I thought about calling it Oreo filling day.
I think that's
you're,
been taken.
You're
That's
the
been taken.
outside yesterday. I'm the outside tomorrow. Today's the cream filling.
Oh, and so sweet.
What's in the middle? The right stuff. Oh, oh, oh. Or Oreo.
This is just sad.
They just got a plug. They were
Yeah,
loving that.
that's bad. That's terrible. Yeah, because Oreo needs a freaking plug.
That's terrible. Were you doing
Terrible.
Charles Barkley on me right now?
Terrible.
That's
That's just terrible.
That's just terrible.
go.
I've never seen anything so bad in my life. He come down the corridor. He didn't even know where it was going.
The
Heather
guy's a couple of
Morning.
knuckleheads, and Kim Jong Un, he gonna kill us all.
He's just terrible.
Hey, terrible, triple knucklehead, terrible.
Is that heater even on?
Yeah.
It feels like it is not on high.
Yeah. That's the nice thing about my seat.
Yeah.
It's toasty.
I haven't taken my jacket off yet, man. Not happening.
It was like June and we had Lee Marsh here and he's in a freaking heavy leather jacket. I'm like, what the fuck? What are you doing? He's like, I just came back from Nicaragua. Don't judge me.
So did I.
He said I'm
actually.
from Virginia. I'm like, so it ain't
Yeah,
that
it's not-
warm in Virginia, bro.
Right. It's all relative, man. Yeah. People from Wisconsin think you guys are pussies. Yeah.
People in Pittsburgh think we're pussies.
Yeah.
People down the street.
That
dude.
is not exclusive to a geographical location. It is a commonly held belief.
And I don't care. No more fucks to give.
They say
All
you
my-
are what you eat.
You see that video, dude?
Oh, I love
I've
it.
got no fucks to give. My
Give,
fucks
man.
have just run out.
Yep.
This guy's hilarious, man.
Oh. He's just
Yeah. And the lyrics keep changing and they get better and better
Uh-huh.
and better as the
Every
song
time.
goes on.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, and it's like 25 verses though. It's long.
It's long.
It's like
I know.
9 minutes long.
Yeah.
Are you aware of this song?
I believe I may have dabbled.
Okay.
There's a guy with a ukulele in the men's department of some
Yeah.
store
It's just
somewhere.
But he has like an audience
Right,
of
right.
women
Yeah.
in this men's department store.
Yeah. He's got a curly Q mustache going
Yeah,
on.
oh,
all that, yeah.
Yeah, he's got the whole, 1920s, 30s vibe thing kicking.
It's
Right.
funny because I imagine it being like a guy in a stall next to Trey Mac with a ukulele.
Yes. Oh, we need to get the shitter episode to happen.
Just holding hands underneath the dividers.
Oh, don't pass.
What a
Just-
horrible visual.
Yeah, it's enough.
That's what I do.
That's
I
yeah.
paint with words.
No, please don't.
You're no Picasso, damn it.
Better than what Trey and his partner.
I was
came
trying to
with.
think of what the other guy's name was.
Michelangelo.
You go through life like that?
No. What's the guy that does just the splatter paint?
Oh, Pollock. Jackson Pollock.
Jackson Pollock more than a.
He's like, yeah, I'm a Jackson Pollock fan, big
That's right.
time.
That's right.
Oh
So
shit.
let me ask you guys a question.
Go for it.
Who is your best, besides me, who is your best guest you ever had on the show?
Mm.
And why?
It's split, I think, between two.
Who are they?
You go.
Mo and Lee.
Yeah, I'd say so. I really enjoyed having Mo's going to be one to tell whenever he gets in here.
Okay.
Definitely very fluid, easy conversation. But the nice thing about Lee is Lee comes and sits down and we start fucking with him immediately. Fucks with us right back.
Yeah.
Just very similar to you.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, yeah, he gets it.
Mad
Yeah, let's
respect.
go.
I like
Yeah.
that.
It just and they're fun shows.
Right, right.
I don't know, they're entertaining. At least for us.
I've done some shows before where people have me on and the host is so boring that I just have to take over, man. It's kind of like when Howard Stern is someone's guest. I'm like, Howard Stern is not a guest.
Right.
Howard Stern
He's
takes
running
over
that show.
every show he's on. You ever seen the one with him when Magic Johnson's show where Magic kind of didn't know what to say and Howard
No.
just took over
No.
and started ripping him like 10 new assholes?
Oh,
Sounds
that's
like Mickey
fantastic.
Peg.
Yeah, but we were trying to say stuff. We just weren't allowed.
Yeah, and I've seen him on podcasts just dodge questions before. I think we asked him one, and it was like a 2-hour show.
Oh,
It was just like fucking okay,
Okay.
just keep the camera on Mickey for the rest
Let
of
it
it.
roll.
You know,
Yeah.
it went for 2 hours straight, except for when he knocked the broadcast
Yeah.
Yeah.
halfway through.
Well, I'm a big believer there's nothing anyone has to say that should last longer than like fucking 30 seconds. You know, I mean, you should
You would-
wrap it up in 30 seconds. My father-in-law, you ask him a question, 3 hours later, he's answering it. You've already like made dinner, gone to the bathroom, taken a shower or whatever.
He's one of those guys you're like, I know he knows the answer, but I don't want to call him and ask because I'm going to be here forever. Like, I can go to college and get a degree in it faster than I can get an explanation.
Absolutely.
My dad's got a brain that once he decided what he's going to say, he can't not say it. So he'll be like, "Oh yeah, I was hanging out with my buddy Chuck the other day," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I know you told me he came over and you guys moved the shit around in the Lanai and blah blah blah." He's like, "Yeah, he came over and we moved the shit around in the Lanai," and he'll go through the whole. I can try to jump ahead and tell him everything he's going to say. Like, yeah, I know, but he has to say it anyway. So it's like
committed.
My father-in-law he's 88 years old. God bless him. That was like God rest his soul. It was terrible. God bless him. And he was an aviation engineer for like 40 years for Pratt Whitney, right? So we'll be sitting there hanging out, having a drink, and he'll be quiet. And all of a sudden he'll be like, "I discovered a new prime number the other day," and I'm like, "Fucking Bruce, don't bite, don't bite, don't bite." Well, yeah, what was it? Well, it's a number that will do this.
Here we go.
Don't take the bait.
Yeah, right.
I'm thinking about Tom Reeder of Tom's Penworks. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Tom will come in and be like, "Yeah, man, I ordered this new thing. It's like a Raspberry Pi controller." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I know Raspberry Pi."
Check that out.
"Oh no, it's
Grab that one, Tammy.
He'll be like, "I got a new bit. It's a 20 millimeter bit. I used to use a 30 millimeter bit, but on the 20 millimeter bit is going to be a lot smoother, and you won't get as much of the grit and blah 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 blah." And I'm like, "Tom, I love you, dude. I'm very interested in most of the things that you have to say, but you waste so much time saying shit that I don't even know what I'd have to look up half of these fucking words to keep up with you. I have no idea what the fuck it means."
Read your room, know your audience.
Right? For a guy named Reader, he cannot read the room at all. But speaking of which, it seems like it's not a bad time for the news, brought to you by Tom's Penworks. It's time for the cigar news, brought to you by Tom's Penworks. As a cigar smoker, you appreciate luxury. And as a premium cigar smoker, you appreciate handmade craftsmanship. And as a customer of Tom's Penworks, you'll appreciate the selection of custom-made, limited production items that you can show off to your friends. From handmade pens, pencils, bottle openers, cigar cases, and now custom rings, Tom will create something special for you or your loved one. Find him on the web at etsy.com/shop/Tom's Penworks. And as always, you can find the link in the description for this episode. That's right. We already covered news item number one.
Oh, yeah.
We all know that it's Cigar Junkie Day, so we can breeze past that one. Number two in the news, Villager de Nicaragua Edición Limitada 22 slated for a U.S. release. I'm glad they did not make the name long because that could be time-consuming. The Villager, and I love how I was having it in here twice. The cigar was first seen at Interpack 2022, and it was released in the form of a 6x52 Toro for the non-U.S. market. Now the blend will be offered to the U.S. market in the form of a 6x52 box press torpedo. Villager de Nicaragua features an Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper over a Mexican binder and fillers from Nicaragua and Pennsylvania. The cigar gets its name from the Villager de Nicaragua factory.
I'm enjoying this now.
I don't know, dude. You know how it is. You copy and paste. I had to rush. The box press torpedo cigars are presented in 20 count boxes, and a total of 500 boxes for 10,000 cigars will be allocated. A new company called Santana Cigars is set to launch its debut blend, the Santana San Andreas, formed by Andy Santana. The Santana San Andreas is being produced in the Dominican Republic out of the Tabacalera William Ventura. The Santana San Andreas is an all box press line. Yeah, there you go. One of these days, the sausage is going to get broke, and then he'll be sad. Heather,
it was a gift.
It was. Chishingo, you better put another one on order because that one's going to get busted up one of these days. The blend features the San Andreas wrapper over a Sumatra binder and fillers from Dominican Corojo and Criollo tobaccos. The cigars are available in three sizes: Robusto, Torpedo, and Toro, and each presented in 20 count boxes. And for some reason, there's another bullet point on here. It's the same thing. It's an all box press line. And that's all I feel like going in. Oh, here it is. So it didn't get separated properly. Okay, the knuckle sandwich 5.5 by 55. I don't know what the fuck happened here. There's a new knuckle sandwich line coming out to celebrate the 55th birthday of one Guy Fieri.
Ooh.
Yes. So again, if you're into flaming t-shirts, glasses on the back of your head, and bleached tips, this is cigars for you.
Bleached tits?
That too.
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever gets your motor going, buddy.
You can't say that.
The knuckle sandwich 5.5 by 55 oval Robusto with Nicaraguan fillers and binder. I don't even know if it's the same shit anymore. No, it's got to be. A total of 555.
What is
That's a lot of fives.
happening, bro?
You guys are fucking me up by talking over my read. Is
we
what's
would
happening.
never do that.
It happens.
I thought you were a professional.
So, in
That's
other
my
words,
bad.
more knuckles. You were
Yeah.
fucking wildly misinformed
That's
about
my
this show.
bad. Yeah.
What did you tell him?
The opposite of that.
Let me ask you a question here.
Go right ahead
When
with
you
it.
were walking up my broken driveway into a fucking garage
Yeah.
with trash all over the fucking place, you
Right.
thought, oh, this is a professional production?
Well, my bar is pretty low, dude. You know what I mean?
What other podcasts have you been on?
Well, like I said, my bar is pretty low. I mean, usually it's just like, someone's cell phone being held up in the air and we just like scream at it,
Fair enough. That actually sounds pretty good.
So I actually, when you started talking about Tom's Pen Works, I handed you guys those pens. So this one here is actually made out of boxes from the Rothschild, right?
Yep.
Wow.
So he actually turned the wood from cigar boxes. And then what's the other one made from? Which boxes?
The other one's not made from boxes. It's just using
banded.
Aladino band on it because that happens to be the cigar that I smoke the most of. It's my favorite cigar. So he put the
Good
bands
stuff.
on those for me. So he can actually do custom orders if you contact him directly. If you provide him with
What if
the
I
band,
contact him indirectly, like a smoke signal or some shit like that?
then you're going to end up with like a Cohiba pen, maybe. I don't know.
You're gonna have a really long story about why he chose it.
Yeah. You'll get the 23 millimeter, I guess. I don't know.
Don't ever look at me and say 23 millimeter ever again, dude.
24 millimeter.
There you go. Now you're talking.
I'm lying. It's more like 10.
3.4. Oh, hi Heather. She said hi guys multiple
Heather.
times.
She warned me.
She really wanted attention too
She warned me.
Which Heather?
from last night.
Oh, okay, gotcha. There's a lot of Heathers in the cigar industry. Like, I think every third female in the cigar business is named Heather. So if you're with two women that are not named Heather and you see a third one, you can guess
You
her
just
name.
be like, hey Heather.
What's good, Heather? I'm Nostradamus.
Right? Sounds about right. I will be using that actually. I think I'm going to steal that one.
Oh,
I'm
by
gonna-
all
I'm gonna enjoy
means,
that
take it. It's in the public domain,
Yeah,
bro.
that's that one's good. That's going in the bank. That's going to be part of the repertoire, as it were.
I'll be here all night, man.
So
I hope not.
tell us about some other Karen Berger
Yeah.
escapades. Like you got Don Kiki, you got Karen Berger. What's that about, and what's the deal for anyone who doesn't know?
Well, Don Kiki was the patriarch of the company. He started a farm in Nicaragua in the 90s. In 1997, after they got finished removing all the boulders from the parcel of land that no one wanted, they started growing tobacco on it. In 1998, Karen was an 18-year-old girl coming in looking for a job. Her actual name was Karen Perez at the time. And she came in looking for a job, rolling tobacco, rolling cigars. She got one. Started rolling cigars. As you've seen, Karen is quite beautiful. So Kiki looked at her and was like, yes. And she was like, yes. And they the rest is history. They married.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, I think it was C because they're both speak Spanish.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, you know what they say.
Yes,
One
it's-
out of every 3 Spanish women is named Perez. So
yes. That's a surname.
C.
Yeah. But anyway, so there they hit it off. They got married, and Kiki really had Sam Walton from Walmart fame as his idol. So his idea was never really to make like a bunch of premium cigars go out in the market, but it was more to make stores, which he called Cuban crafters. There was 4 in Florida, 1 in Turks and Caicos, and 1 in all places, Cleveland, Ohio, which I know is like a cuss word in Pittsburgh. I'm sorry about that. And
it's
and-
more just pity these days, I think.
Yeah.
that's terrible, man. That's terrible. But anyway, so that went on for a while. Kiki got really ill because he had kidney issues and had to be on dialysis all the time, and he couldn't get a transplant. So Karen was finally like, you know what? Let the doctors check my body out, see if I fit the criteria. And believe it or not, she met all 6 pieces of criteria to donate a kidney to him. She donated a kidney to Kiki, and he had great health from that point forward for a few years. And then in 2014, he was stricken ill with pneumonia and unfortunately passed away. And then 2 years later, after a little bit of a legal battle with Silent Partners, Karen, with the aid of Jonathan Drew, who's a good friend of hers, because I don't know, no one knows this, but Kiki and Karen actually gave Jonathan Drew his start. If it wasn't for them,
wow.
Drew Estate wouldn't exist because they propped him up with tobacco and things like that to get him going. So Jonathan Drew came to her rescue, got her lawyered up. They fought. She got a hold of one of the 6 Cuban crafters, which is the Daytona Beach store, which is now the Don Kiki Cigar Superstore. And then she got to keep the factory in Fields, Nicaragua, which of course is the lifeblood of the company.
Yeah.
And from that point in time, she released Don Kiki Platinum as a tribute to him. And then at the suggestion of Jonathan Drew, he was like, Karen, you got to do something that has your name on it because, you're going to be the face going forward. That's when she came out with K by Karen Berger, which are 4 lines: the Maduro, the Connecticut, the Habano, and the Cameroon. Cameroon came out at the trade show in 21. They've been very successful, and I came on with Karen in the beginning of 2020, and Karen and I, with the help of our friends like Tammy and all that, have been like 2 tigers in lockstep with each other growing this company, and we've grown it by about 10,000% in 3 years.
Wow.
So I mean, we went from being super boutique to being like a middle of the road size cigar company, and basically we're just at the foothills of the mountain right now. So it's pretty exciting stuff.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
What's the platinum? Is that one of the ones that we had last night?
Yeah, it was one of them. We had a few cigars last night.
There was a lot that went around. I'm trying to remember which one is it. So because there's nothing written on any of the Don Kiki bands. They're just colors. So which color is the?
It's the platinum. A lot of people call it silver, but it's actually the platinum. And it's a Brazilian Arapiraca wrapper. And we're a completely vertical company from the seed to smoke, So the binder and filler of almost all our cigars comes from our farm. The only thing we really bring in is the wrapper, like a lot of other companies do as well, with the exception of the Cameroon, which has a Sumatran binder. And this was the AJ cigar, which has a Mexican San Andreas binder. Other than that, the binder and filler all comes from our farm, from all our cigars.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. We're basically the company we're the closest to in our taste profile, I would say, is Perdomo. I always told Nick Perdomo, I was like, your cigars are like the chocolate chip cookie you pull out of the oven at the perfect time. It's cooked enough, it's gooey enough, it's delicious enough, and it's not burnt,
To be fair, to be fair, fuck.
You gotta stop, man.
I know. It's like number 4 today.
What if you want to be unfair?
We'll have to do some research. We don't have something
We haven't-
prepared for that now. But I would say that this is definitely something that would stand out to me versus a Perdomo. Like Perdomo, I have nothing bad to say about them.
Yeah,
Nick's a great guy. The quality of every single cigar is going to be perfect in terms of construction. But there are a few cigars in that lineup that really appeal to my palate. And I'd say this is much more in line with my tastes.
Okay.
I don't know if that's
high
because
praise.
it's an 8. I mean, clearly you're not going to be necessarily the same tobaccos and so forth, but by comparison, I'd say this is a little bit bolder. And the flavor's really nice. It's nice that we were expecting, okay, it's an AJ. So it's probably going to be very pepper forward. And I'd say that it's got some things that you might recognize to it.
Yeah, no.
But at the same time, this definitely fits. I always talk about I like full body. I like strong cigars. But there's people out there that like that just one note pepper stuff. Right. You get a lot of that with AJ, with some of his online specific stuff. But I don't think that's here. I think this is like a very well-rounded, smooth, bold cigar.
I tell people a lot of times that Karen makes cigars with a woman's touch to them. I mean, they're a little different because she really focuses on balance, right? And if a cigar is not balanced, it goes the way of the dinosaur with Karen. She won't have it. If it's not consistent and balanced the whole way through, it's not something that's ever going to be a part of her portfolio. So I mean, this is a perfect collaboration. I know AJ does a lot of collaborations for a lot of people, but this one has got I mean, you smoke it and you taste AJ's signature on it. There's no doubt about it, from the pepper and the boldness and all that. But you also have the consistency and the balance, which is Karen's signature. So it's really a beautiful blend of 2 great cigar masters.
Nice.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And I think the rum's a good pairing. The Bamboo
the
definitely
Bamboo
works.
Yeah, both are good because the Dalmore has that sweetness, that subtle sweetness to the back of it. So the Dalmore is really good as well. But yeah, that sweeter Bamboo is definitely a better pairing.
The Bamboo and Karen's Maduro, the K by Karen Berger Maduro, is a home run. That's got a lot of cocoa up front, a lot of caramel in the back on the retro.
Nice.
So the Bamboo goes really nice with that.
So I almost picked up a smoothie on the way here for you, and I was just gonna have him keep adding fucking strawberries. I was just gonna keep adding after our conversation. I don't remember what spawned it, but he stood up and he's like, "It's like a person making a fucking smoothie who loves strawberries." So they just keep packing strawberries in to the point of like, dude, it's too much.
That's what I said about some cigars with body to it. It's like, some people want body, so it's like Ligero, San Andreas, Connecticut broadleaf. It's like, what else can we put in there for more body? A tree trunk, put some oak in there. At some point in time, you got to take your foot off the gas a little bit.
I'd go hickory.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm a mesquite guy.
Yeah,
but that's not body. That's flavor, though, man. I'm talking about pure body.
Yeah.
Okay.
What kind of a tree would be pure body?
Fucking sequoia.
I like it. But you can't cut those fuckers down. It's against the law, though.
There's some laying around somewhere, I'm sure.
Whoever wants to text into the show and tell me what tree would make the best body in a cigar is going to get a free 4-pack of cigars from Brucey Poo himself. PM me later, okay?
Brucey Poo.
That's
Brucey
me, man.
I like it.
Yeah.
I
Well, I was a
digged it.
teacher for 20 years, and instead of being called Mr. Bush, I told the kids they have to call me Bushy Poo. It just lightened the mood and got weird.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it opened
It
the
just-
channels of learning.
So you were teaching young adults or kids or?
Yeah, I was high school, 9 to
Okay.
12, and college as well.
Okay.
Thank God I'm not in the business no more.
You said linguistics,
I had a
right?
girlfriend I used to call Bushy Poo. She had trouble wiping.
I knew you'd say that.
Oh my
I
God.
knew you'd say
You
that.
you win. That's the filthiest comment so
That's what I do.
far.
That's what I do.
I was waiting
It's,
on that.
it's my superpower.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We all got one.
If it can be taken too far,
What's Sam's
one of us will-
superpower?
if you ask Goldie, it'd be beating the dead horse.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So this guy, he takes he posts something Pink Floyd. Well, he doesn't anymore, but he was posting Pink Floyd every day, something about Pink Floyd every day. And every day I'd be like, oh, they're the ones that did Stairway to Heaven, right? And like just some kind of comment like that. Well, then he got in on it one day and Jonesy got it.
get in on it.
No,
Like fucking, he
I'm
was
saying-
like, get in here.
Well, no, I'm
I
saying
was
it early
invited.
on, and then I started. So then I ended up just passing it off. Like I wouldn't comment anymore. I'd just be like,
Get 'em.
Not sure about this. Jonesy and Corey, what do you think? And then these guys would write books and just like go with it. And he's like, dude, you guys are like in like 4 months we did this like daily.
Yeah.
Was that from How High? Get him.
Get him, yeah,
The Way-In Brothers.
yeah.
Is it? He would just stand there and he'd be like, nope. Just look over at his buddy. Get him.
I can
Get 'em.
totally relate to that guy because I'm way too guilty about talking about the Chili Peppers too much, man. Like anything in rock and roll you could possibly discuss, I'll bring it back to how Flea is a better bassist than that guy and the lyrics are better. And people are like, bro, enough of the fucking Chili
Yeah,
Peppers. We
let
get
it
it. You
go.
like
You cannot get enough of them. I mean, Sweet Home Alabama is one of my favorite songs.
for reals,
Sure,
man.
yeah.
For
Yeah.
reals. Yeah. It's
The-
back in
the-
their days in Jacksonville, you know,
That's
where
right.
they've never been before.
Yeah. The way, yeah.
Actually, if you
Oh.
go to Jacksonville, you got to visit Leonard Skinner's grave. It's really cool. It's actually right by a cigar bar.
If I go to
Really?
Jacksonville, I do it at 90 miles an hour with my windows up and the doors locked.
Well, you know what? It's warmer than here, bro.
Yeah, but it's
It
close
has
to
nothing to do with the
Georgia, and
temperature.
The whole state of Georgia just smells like shit.
You know
all the
that's
time.
where Fred Durst is from.
Jacksonville?
Yeah.
I did not know
Really?
that.
Oh yeah.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
He did it all for the nookie.
He
So did
did.
I. So did you. We all do.
I mean, at one point or another.
And that's why you keep the windows up because as you drive through, you can smell that nookie.
You're being really quiet over there.
Oh, yeah.
And I heard you running your mouth last night. I know you're not that quiet.
Yeah.
She's got a little stage fright. I do
That's all right.
sometimes when I have to take a
No.
leak,
No,
you know?
no, I don't think I do.
I know?
No,
Okay.
no, no.
Maybe she just can't get a word in edgewise.
Yeah, you just got to bully your way through.
Okay, that word in edgewise.
Yeah.
There you go.
How's that?
Hey.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right,
Nailed
You're
it.
done. Stop talking. That's enough from our
Okay,
female participant.
No,
Mike.
no.
The Cigar Junkies podcast does not recognize a difference in genders. We believe in gender neutrality and equalism, or women are just better. So, yeah. I'm
Damn.
covering the bases.
Good for you,
Wow,
man. Well
bro,
said.
like
yeah.
that was
Oh, yeah.
that was a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're offended by this episode, don't listen to any previous ones where
That's
Corey didn't give that little notation.
And don't listen to future ones either.
They probably won't.
Oh,
I don't know how we could alienate our audience any worse
Oh,
than
yeah,
we already
just-
do.
terrible!
Oh, yeah.
Just horrifically.
At this point in time, you probably have the core.
Yeah, that's it. We have fun.
Right, right.
We do. We have fun. And those 4 people are great. We see them all the time. And
They on a are they on a payroll?
I think they just like the abuse as much as we do.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, that's most of the group that was there last night. That's how we know them.
Mhm.
Well, you do have a new watcher tonight and listener, and his name is Mike Barone.
Oh,
Another Mike.
He's one of the guys from my lounge.
Yeah.
That I work at. Yeah.
well, yeah. Tell us about your lounge. Tell us what's unique about it. What's cool about it. What sucks about it. Whatever.
Well, what's very unique about it is the shop owner is Greg Zimmerman, and he is the president of the PCA.
Okay. Yeah.
so
that's,
that is a wealth of knowledge. But
There's a lot of
even-
PCAs. There's a lot of PCAs. Everybody uses that damn moniker.
premium cigar.
Premium
just-
Cigar Association.
Just saying.
But in this context, it should be like pretty obvious.
To me,
It's a cigar podcast. Cigar podcast.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, we've got Pittsburgh Cigar Alliance.
Yeah.
That's closer to home.
Yeah, but that's Yeah. Anyway,
That's not the PCA.
So
That's
tell us more
PCA.
about your
That's what I'm saying.
lounge.
So the best part of my lounge is the cast of characters that are there every night, loyally,
Nice.
whether I'm working or not, and they have a future in store for me, and it's somewhat on the short side, and that is they really, really want me to be a midget wrestler.
Is Sam Lucia involved in this shop in any
Right?
way?
Like exactly where my mind went too.
Yeah. So they wanted to enter me into the midget wrestling at CI, but they don't do that anymore. You know.
So I guess I missed my window too, huh?
So I feel like tobacco company needs to get that set up.
well,
take
they're
up the mantle.
constantly sending me videos of midgets. The latest one was this of a midget or a vertically challenged person, however you want to look at it,
Also known as Corey. Go ahead.
also known as Corey's,
I'm just taller than my hair.
doing karate.
Nice.
Okay.
And it is the most hilarious thing that I've ever seen.
Sam, I
Something
thought I
like
told
that,
you
yes.
to delete that video.
I have to intrude
Sorry.
with something really quick here. May I use the restroom?
Yes.
You may
Okay.
intrude.
Okay.
You want the indoor one or the ice
That
cold
means
one?
I have to get
No,
up.
That means you have to get up, or else the situation's gonna get
I'll allow
And
really
if
weird.
you could do it without unplugging everything, that would be fantastic.
It would actually be unique as well.
It would be nice. Is all I'm gonna say. So let's see. I will go into the events. Let's talk about the events this week. We do not have any fancy porno music for this segment, so just use your imagination, kids. Saturday, February 4th at Nelson Laguasto's Cigars in Greensburg. Don Kiki and Karen Berger are going to be there for the event on the 10th anniversary, which is 2013 through 2023, if you can't do your math. Join them on Saturday and meet Bruce Bush. I've heard of this guy, but I haven't met him. Sounds like a total tool bag, I think. He is the rep for Karen Berger Cigars, as you could tell if you're paying attention at all, and Don Kiki Cigars. The cost of admission is going to be $33.98 plus tax. It'll include 8 cigars and a raffle ticket. I do enjoy a raffle. Shout out to Jimmy Raffle over at Smoke. I saw him today, took good care of me. Him and the lovely Stephanie Bonacontro doing the Lord's work out there. Saturday, February 11th at Leaning House Fine Cigars. This is not at Leaning House. I apologize. The second annual Valentine's Day dinner. The show and smoker event. This is going to be at the Polish Club, 935 Heron Avenue in Bloomfield. Doors open at 6 and dinner's at 7, with live music from my boy Evan Egger and the Smokin' Blues at 8 o'clock. Nothing will get your partner's motor running like food, cigars, and live music. Saturday, February 11th at Dirty Dog Cigar Shop, Blackened Valentine's Day event with True Estate. It's that time of year again, that burning sensation, that warm, fuzzy feeling has been making you uncomfortable for far too long. You know exactly what's happening. It's VD with DE. Come celebrate your love of True Estate by grabbing some new Blackened M81s to get that charred heart of yours pumping again this Valentine's Day. Thursday, February 16th, we have the Drew Estate Blackened event at Superior Smoke Shops in Natrona. Join Tom Klebe of Drew Estate as he tolls the bell on the new Drew Estate Blackened cigar. The Blackened is a collaboration between Drew and Bland, whoever the hell that is, and James Hetfield of Metallica and Blackened Whiskey. Come out for great deals, swag raffles, and a great party. Come early, stay late, smoke your tail off with Drew Estate.
All right.
Yeah.
So apparently I'm supposed to pass on the message that your wife has to take your truck to get your daughter for reasons.
Did somebody block her?
Well, that's not the reason though. Apparently Kieran.
Oh.
So
She has to leave early.
Yeah.
She was supposed to be picked up at 9. She has some stuff in there that she needs to give to a friend.
yeah.
So it's in the old
Yep.
truck. So she's gonna take Betty White.
Yeah.
She's lucky.
Betty's gonna get some extra miles. today. Gonna get got. So, and the Kraken had been released. So
I told him not to release him. I can't help that.
Tammy was all about it though.
Yeah.
No, dude, you can tell she's one of
Because
those
she
people,
doesn't
she
have that.
loves
She
dogs.
doesn't have that sensitive area.
This is true.
Can I ask you
Stuffy.
guys a question?
Mm.
Is taking a piss better than having sex sometimes?
Especially like long flight when like you're taxiing for a long time at the end and you're not allowed to get up and you're sitting there like, dude, I'm gonna piss this seat.
Right.
gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Have you never been on the internet? It's 2023. You could do both. It's called a golden shower, sir.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I've heard of those, man. Yeah, but I already took a shower today. I'm okay.
I don't need one out of gold.
Oh my God, that was beautiful.
The worst was military. We all get on a sea.
It's a delay. There was dead air.
Okay. No, so you get on C-130 to go somewhere. They pack you in, so you're full battle rattle. And when you're sitting, you're like this with somebody else's knees.
Right.
And then somebody else is like this, and it just locks. And if somebody has to piss, it's hysterical because first off, it's just a can in the corner. But then if you got to get up and you just walk across everybody's legs. But you're like 80 pounds heavier than what you normally are. So like, I'm 200 pounds. You got 300 pounds on your legs. Some guy just walking across you. So everybody's just smacking you, trying to go. So you're sitting there and you're like, I got to go, but it's not worth it. Not going to go. Not going to go. Not going to go. I got to go.
80 pounds heavier than you usually are. That was me yesterday after eating a Pittsburgher at Primanti's downtown, man.
Yeah?
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad.
It was good food. It was good food.
Amazing.
Man. But like, it's a gut bomb.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there. Well, did you guys provide the spread yesterday, or was that Bill?
What do you mean?
That was Bill.
All that food.
Bill,
Oh man,
Bill did, yeah.
Dude, he did it up. Do you see how much pizza and wings were left?
There was pizzas.
Yeah.
I did not venture. I did not know how long those pizzas had been there and how many of them goats he had touched.
I think he just got into the wings. You would have been okay.
Could never be too careful. Oh my God. Patty walks away. We look over in the corner where she's sitting. There's a martini glass with a chicken bone in it. And I'm like, that should be her Facebook profile picture.
What? Please tell me Goltzy got a picture of it.
I told him he should. He says, I'm not working today. I'm off. I only got my phone and aperture and blah, blah, blah. And we're like, we get it. Shut the fuck up.
As much as he is a little troll, man, he does take a good picture.
He does.
He's damn good with that camera.
He does. I have to wonder if he has one of those cameras with the old hood, like from back in the Wild West days, because he'll share some of his pictures up there, and I'm like, I can't imagine this very attractive woman letting you close enough. So my guess is he's either underneath of a hood or 3/4 of a mile away with a telephoto lens, and this girl just does not know these pictures exist.
He's just really good photographer from a distance.
That's right.
I loved her from a distance.
Mm-hmm.
People usually love me from a distance.
Yeah. Well, I mean, somebody was telling me yesterday, the Stalker song is "Anywhere You Go, I Follow You."
No, it's I'll be watching you.
I'll be watching you.
How about
Every
friggin'
move
Santa
you
Claus is
make,
coming to
yes.
town? He sees you when you're sleeping.
Oh yeah.
He knows when you're awake, man. Yeah.
Breaking down, getting it back. Yeah. I was curious if you were going to make it with the T-shirt.
No, I'm just putting this over my legs because
Yeah, I feel bad. She's
I can't stand the cold.
It's chilly over here, bro.
No.
I'm still waiting. Like,
Well, it's
it
not
hasn't
freezing in
picked
here.
up
It feels
normally
fine in here to a certain point, but
is. Usually,
my seat's heated, so
yeah.
Yeah.
He's in the spot. Normally, like I said, it actually
Yeah.
warms up in here really nice. We did a show in here. It was
I
like
had to turn it off.
-4 hard temperature.
Really?
And we were
Really?
in here doing T-shirts.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the best
Oh.
temperature because the little guy on the fucking dashboard is shitting.
Mike said you're always cold. Mike Barone, he said you're always cold.
Mike is special.
Special.
But if
We know a little something
if
about
Mike wants his gift that I got him from Pittsburgh, his favorite team ever,
Oh,
he should be a little nicer.
Oh.
She said, "Watch your damn mouth."
So that being said, Mike, so just go to thecigarjunkies@gmail.com and send us the videos of her midget wrestling, please, for the love of God, or just post it straight to the Facebook. Either one's good. We're fine with it.
I feel like we could do that. I feel like we could do something interesting. It'd be like a league of their own, but with
With midgets.
Like a
yes,
half
small
league of their
people.
own. Yeah.
I'm you're very broad use of that word is braver than me because I'm terrified of whatever the PC perception is of anything. Like I'm so not PC.
But like they're
Well,
different. Like there's
they're-
midgets, there's dwarves, there's little people. Like
Little people. Yes.
My biggest concern is that one day somebody from high up at the company that employs me is going to see this and just cancel my employment.
Well,
Yeah.
It's just to be like,
I will
you don't need to
change
work
that
here
word right
anymore.
now to little people.
I mean, there's different kinds of little.
If
I can cover all of them.
if you don't like my terminology, I can't help that. you can watch another podcast, maybe.
Chances are they already are.
Yeah, they've given up.
That's
They're
okay.
gone. I started watching Blood Origins on Netflix. So
Okay.
I really like the Witcher series. I don't know if you guys saw The Witcher or any of that.
No, we have lives, dude.
Yeah, because I sit around and eat bonbons all day. All I do is watch TV all the time. But I was like, okay, it's lame, all that. And then the end of the second episode, there's a dwarf, and she's like my favorite character in TV ever now. She's
I can see
awesome.
that.
She's funny as hell. So if you
I'm
haven't
pretty
checked it
fond
out, check it out.
of the little guy that's part of Jackass.
Oh, he is.
Wee Man. Yeah,
Wee Man.
yeah,
Wee Man
yeah.
is hilarious. I love him.
But no, she's a hoot in the show. She plays the part really, really well. It's very entertaining. When he was reading the events, he said you guys have one at Nelson Laguasto's tomorrow.
Yeah. If I could, so we're gonna be there from 3 to 8, and it's really pretty cool. You pay $34 to get in, and you get a 6-pack of Karenberger Don Kiki cigars, and then Tammy and I hit you with 2 free cigars on top of that. So you're getting 8 sticks for $34. You could smoke to your heart's delight. You can hang out with me and Tammy. We could do this, but there. You know, and
Do this, but there. I like that pitch.
That means he does understand the concept of our show.
We could do things in places, guys.
right.
And if you are vertically challenged, then we can wrestle.
Damn, that sounded like an invitation.
Tammy gonna take
right
you
there.
out back and show you how to beat somebody up in a kiddie pool.
You're getting some, Sam. This is your domain, the chat room. I'm not even gonna try to say what.
So, Illuminata, Amy DK, Kumahamanigwa.
Gesundheit?
I'm doing my best. I am not attempting to insult you here, Amy, in any way, but we're going with Amy. She said, first time visiting the Don Kiki Cigar Superstore today. Had a wonderful time and loved meeting everybody. Thank you to you all. Dang, I read good English, which is why he reads these, not me. Gonna be trying Karen's Cameroon next. And then followed that up with met Karen's brother today and was inquiring on how to reach Karen, as they'd love to go visit the farm in Nicaragua and take a look around.
And you know what? That's something else I want to put out there. So when I was with Karen down in Nicaragua last week, I told her, I was like, look, we're the only company down here that's not doing a farm and factory tour. So in the fall coming up, we're doing a Karenberger farm and factory tour when all the tobacco is at full tilt and in the adult stage with the flowers on top of it and all that.
Love that adult stage.
Yeah. This is an adult show, isn't it?
As long as you meet the height requirements.
I mean, is it though?
Yeah, well, I mean, they're both past puberty. They're just short, man.
So I'm going to tell you right now, I've seen pictures of Karen Berger, and I don't think my wife's going to let me go on that trip.
Oh. Well, don't worry. You won't put your hands on her when you're down there because there's 2 armed guards following her around wherever she goes. So unless you want to come back in a body bag, you'll behave.
A very small body bag.
I'm being good. I'm being here.
Save money on shipping. Though.
Absolutely.
It's not going to be a body bag. It's going to be carry-on.
Just throw me in one of those Crown Royal bags. And it'll be all right.
Could be a Ziploc, maybe.
Not even the overhead compartment. Just tuck them under the fucking seat in front of you.
Just keep kicking until you finish.
That's how I fly. It's like, no ticket, no problem.
Shannon grabs him by the belt and just like carries him in like, this is my carry-on.
That's right.
Sir, will he fit? He'll fit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We make it work.
Oh, yeah.
He may not fit ethically or morally,
but it's fine.
But physically.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to make this shit happen.
You got the guy from the GOAT YouTube videos doing the voiceover. Cram! Cram! You never seen Cram the GOAT?
No.
Oh, fuck. It's good times.
No, I've missed those.
Yeah, you got to waste a few minutes of your life watch those videos. They're pretty amusing.
I feel like I don't need to waste them.
No.
Well, doing this podcast, obviously you have time on your hands.
It's just a goat ramming his head into different shit, and the guy just is amusing.
That makes me think of the movie Idiocracy. Did you ever see that?
Oh, yeah.
So there's a movie, and all it is a guy just falling. It's like kicked in the balls is the name of the movie, or hitting the balls, and all it is like him falling on and his balls getting hit, or somebody kicking him in the balls. That's it. And then the #1 movie that year was Ass, and it's just a picture of an ass.
Have you ever
for an hour and a half?
You ever seen the YouTube video 100 kicks to the groin?
No.
It's by Master Ken. That he's like a martial arts instructor, but he's a comedian. It's funny as hell. He shows a guy getting hit 100 times with different karate moves in the nuts.
Ow.
It's phenomenal.
Why?
You can't take your eyes off of it, man.
No, I feel like I'd be good. I feel like I could be like doing this instead.
Guy's got a knife in his hand. He takes the knife away from him. He just punches him in the nuts.
Jesus
Another time he's
Holy
turning
shit.
around, helping a little lady across the street. He just, for no reason, punches him in the balls again. Ah!
This is worse than your recommendations, bro.
I'm just sitting back.
You've seen it, haven't you?
I got no part here.
He's like, no, I'm
Guys,
out.
go
I'm
on
out.
YouTube. 100 kicks to the groin. You'll thank me later, man.
Oh. I've been responsible for a lot of shit shows on this program, but today
Is the worst?
I'd say
Are we the
Bruce
worst?
is in the driver's
No,
seat.
no,
Oh, come on, man.
no. You'd have to sit here and talk like this the whole time. That would be one of the main points.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
With
Thank
me
you.
actively
Yeah.
moving the
Yeah,
microphone,
like
chasing
his
around.
mouth, like being like, dude, seriously, like talking to the mic.
Yeah, it's like a reluctant porno film when you see the girl.
And it was like a
just turning her head
3.5
over.
hour episode. It was
Oh,
it was
no.
rough.
It was, a
It
long
was
one.
rough.
At least I didn't trip over the wire that cut all the power off like Mickey Peg did.
Oh,
Mickey's my boy. He knows I love him, man.
somebody tag at Mickey Peg right now, just so that like we have a timestamp when Bruce said that, so we can get him with it later.
Speaking of being picked up by the belt, I imagine Mickey could do that to most anybody's.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like he can carry both of us. Like,
Yeah.
do. That is a large man. Like
it really is.
when he was sitting there, like he was hitting his head on the ladder.
Yeah, yeah. When I give someone a handshake and a hug and I feel like a 5-year-old boy, that's a big dude.
Shake. Okay, handshake. That's I thought you were going a different way there, but handshake. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. No, I wasn't talking about a reach around, dude, man.
No, I
Where's your
just-
mind at, dude?
Exactly where it needs to be in this garage. I'm acclimated. 52 episodes in of doing this. I got it. 53 actually. We have a lost one.
Nice.
Well, yeah. It may even be more than that because there have been. I don't know. The numbers don't add up somewhere.
Yeah, something's wrong.
The numbers aren't there.
Yeah.
There's enough. If whatever's out there is more than enough.
We know
you don't need anymore.
because we had what the Mickey Peg one. That was we had a half episode on that one.
No. A full episode.
But you numbered it half. I thought.
Oh, you know what? Because it was a pop-up episode. Yeah, that's
So
true.
it was like
So
46
that's
and a
one.
half.
But that was like it wasn't a weekly show. We did 2 that
Right.
week. He just kind of happened to roll in. We didn't do the normal format.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever go on location, like, out to the front yard or
Yep.
some shit?
Well, yeah, we
I
did
would-
Nelson
I mean,
LaGuasto's.
that is
Oh,
a
really? Okay.
Yeah,
location.
we did Smoke in Bridgeville.
Blind Fox.
Blind Fox. We got one coming up in why am I drawing a blank? House Feruza? Are we doing that there or here?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
As far as I know, we're just doing it here.
Okay. That's it.
I figure we set that up to do it. We'll work it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Can you guys come down to Tampa in December for the Heritage Festival?
You just plane tickets and lodging. We're good.
Yeah. I'll arrange it
On our
all,
way.
and you send me your credit card number, and we'll
You
square
see,
it
no
away.
problem, huh?
Yeah.
He doesn't mind at all.
Just one seat on Spirit Airlines and
it.
overhead
Yeah,
compartment. and
we'll
we're
be
covered.
there.
Right. They might charge you. They charge for bags, man. So they might charge for a douchebag.
I think I'm busy
Oh,
in
that's great.
December.
Right on.
Wow, y'all just
That was
like,
good.
teamed up on that.
Teamed
one.
up on that.
was-
Yeah,
was
man.
good.
That's awesome.
It was
I
crazy.
just pulled that out of my
They-
ass, by the way.
they-
Great.
I can smell it.
It's amazing how quickly they said they knew you.
Oh, yeah.
That was
You
good.
pull all kinds of things out of that ass, I'm sure. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I pulled the Toyota out one time.
Didn't even notice.
Imagine my relief.
Was that a Toyota or a Toyota?
Toyota. What did I say?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. It's like, okay, it is either a small green action figure or a full size pickup truck. Either way.
No, I was,
I would not be
I was thinking
surprised.
Camry, dude. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. A sedan.
So what am I gonna smoke next year? I got
I'm
red label, black label, green label, Don Kiki, and I got the Habano.
Tam, you take that one.
You're gonna tell me the Habano.
I am going to tell you the Habano. It is
Yeah.
the best.
You're in love with that one, huh?
I am in love with that Habano.
She's in
And-
love with the Habano, and I'm in love with you, Sam.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome,
I'm
man.
glad to hear it. We can talk about that.
I do like the way you pulled the cello off of that.
Yeah.
Why? I don't even know what I did.
Oh, yeah, that was
Time for the
sexy.
instant
Yeah.
replay.
Was it smooth or was it wrong?
Yeah.
The cowboy hat you wore last night really did it for me, but I'm telling you, they make those for men, dude. You gotta go looking around.
Got jokes. He got jokes all day. He's got jokes all day.
You keep looking to me. I'm not here to help you, sir.
Somebody stop
wondering
it.
like what's going on here. Huh? This is-
You instigated this. This is a show of your creation. You take it where you want it to
Yeah.
go.
I like Bruce here.
Thank you.
So you
man.
do some stuff for Cigar Journal, right? Like
I do
how's
a
that?
lot of stuff for Cigar Journal.
What's that all about?
Well,
Sex ads in the back.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's all they have.
Fucking X-ray glasses.
So I like 8 years ago, I started working for them. I write for them, and I could write for them as much as I want. You know, I do as much as I can, but I'm really busy with Karen, so I don't have time to write a ton of articles. But if anyone out there is in the cigar business and you want me to write an article for you for Cigar Journal, hit me up. I do it as a favor and out of love. I don't really do it for the money, you know. So I mean, I just like to get more of the industry out there and publicized online and in our magazine, which I do believe is the finest cigar magazine out there right now, because we are all about cigars.
Number one,
Not lifestyle, huh?
nobody does anything in the cigar industry for the money. And number two, Cigar Journal is definitely the best publication for
Thank you, bro.
anything cigar related. I have nothing but respect for them, and they're not a whole lot that
I was saying,
we
you've-
talk about.
you've
it on
talked
the show.
about
It's
them a
been
good bit,
covered.
yeah.
We don't. I do not have a lot of respect for any other publications, but for them, absolutely.
It's high praise.
do it the
They
right
are
way.
all about cigars. They're not a lifestyle magazine. The rest seem to be lifestyle magazines.
The CEO Reinhold, he'll tell you, he's like, if it's not about cigars, don't even bring it to me. If it's about an NFL athlete or if it's about a car or men's watches, it's like I don't even want to bother with it.
Yeah, it's being covered already somewhere else.
I steal a lot of the news from that website.
I was just gonna say, I feel like a lot of this has come from there.
Yeah, them and well, more recently, Cigar Coop. But yeah, it gets around.
See,
You just bumped your sausage into the stand there.
it's fun, isn't it?
She's brave. She's very brave. I would have wiped that off first or something. You want me to get you some Lysol?
I'm not gonna say, but you wanted the Lysol.
Hey,
Oh,
don't
yeah.
bring it back this way.
It did not have a sheen on it whenever it came here.
It also wasn't smiling when it got here.
Kind of looks like Mr. Hanky from South Park, which is not brown.
Which is not to say it hasn't been brown before. You know,
Fair enough.
it has been cleaned once or twice. So yeah, good
Fun
times.
stuff.
Good times.
So, are you guys doing anything big for PCA next year that you got planned? Anything like that?
Yeah, we have 2 cigars coming out for PCA, man.
Nice.
We actually have a not as cool as a Karen Berger cigar. But we have a Bruce Bush cigar coming out, which Karen has.
Man.
Yeah,
I used to like it too, but
I
done. Over
which
now.
Karen has allowed me to do, and God bless her, she's amazing. So I have a cigar coming out, and Karen has a cigar coming out at PCA. We're gonna release one of them in June before PCA, and then one will be released at PCA. And I
Nice.
could tell you what they are, but I would have to kill you, and who I'm starting to like, and all the listeners right now, and I can't. I don't want to do
Yeah, that'd be rough. You have to find them all.
You're cut off, by the way.
that.
If you're starting to like me, you're in too many.
Yeah, he's somebody's
cut
been
off
too
from what?
the Dalmore.
Whatever it is.
The bamboo, the Dalmore. Oh, fun.
Yeah. So they're going to be 2 new cigars, and they're going to be like something that's really outside of our wheelhouse. We're getting very adventurous. There's going to be 2 things that are like 2 cigars that are not really terribly consistent from a marketing standpoint from what we've done in the past, but they will be incredibly consistent from a quality standpoint.
All right, I dig it.
Yeah.
So something I feel like I want to start asking guests, just to be that guy, is other than your brands that you represent, what's the first cigar that you would go to outside of your own lineup?
I'll let Tammy take that first, and I'll jump in later.
All right.
Well, I other than Karen, I am a big fan of Drew Estate.
Okay.
The Undercrown 10, the new Undercrown
Yeah.
10.
I haven't had the 10. Have you?
No, but you know what? Undercrown's not something that generally fits into my flavor
Yeah.
profile.
Really?
I've always enjoyed the Ligas, but for the most part, that's what catches me out of the Drew Estate catalog, as it were. Which I mean, there's millions of people that just consume those.
That's
cigars
why there's so many-
There's no end. Yeah,
Right.
that's why there's at least 10 of them.
Yeah.
for me, I mean, I go into a humidor so many times I want to try something new, and then I look at an AJ Fernandez cigar, and I'm like, that guy grows this tobacco himself, and he prepares it himself, and he tastes them, and he does everything about quality control with them, and when you smoke, when you get it. So, I mean, I think AJ Fernandez, beyond Karen Berger, makes some of the best cigars in the world. So I always go towards an AJ. I love Foundation, of course, which is made by AJ as well. I like Agnor Salif. I like everything from Nicaragua, and I like everything that's vertical. So those are usually my 2 strong points of criteria.
No, I like it.
Yeah.
For anybody who doesn't understand vertical, you're talking about vertical integration, which is they
Seed to smoke.
Yep, they
Seed
take
to
care of
smoke.
it.
Yeah.
Now, when you talk about vertical companies, do you include box making in your vertical aspect?
Some boxes we make, some we don't. Some we have from other companies, but we do make some.
Okay.
Yeah.
To me, like when I'm thinking of a vertically integrated company, that is part of it, but that's not a stipulation if like that's something I'm looking for.
You got guys like Nick Perdomo where they make the hinges for the box.
Yeah, they make it
It's
all.
like they don't want to rely on anybody for anything.
He's
But I think
100% vertical.
But you know, if you're buying the box from somebody else, I mean, as long as all the tobacco process is done, I think
Right.
vertical integration is still a word that you can use, even if you're
For sure.
you know having to order some hinges from a different company.
No, I agree. I mean,
But if we're talking about questions you want to ask people on this show, I think my new favorite question is going to be if you could fight anybody else in the cigar industry, whether you like them or not. It doesn't have to be like I'd like to beat this guy's ass. It's just like I want to fight this guy. I want to know.
It's really easy for me.
I feel like it's going to be the same name that's come out of your mouth a bunch of times so far.
And he's a friend of mine, but we're kind of frenemies since we fuck with each other all the time. It's David Blanco.
Oh,
I
thought
owe
we
him.
were going Mickey Peg.
So no, I love Mickey. So I gotta tell a story about David Blanco. So we're at the Cigar International Awards in Germany, right? And I'm with Jonathan Drew. I'm not dropping names. I'm not being that guy. And I'm with Karen and some guys and Pedro from Drew Estate. And we're walking over to our table, and I work for Cigar Journal, so I'm actually presenting on stage. So I'm in a suit and I'm getting ready to go up there and all that, right? And David Blanco pulls my chair out from underneath me, like seventh grade, right? And as soon as I know what's happening, he's 2 tables away, pointing at me and laughing at me, right? And he's pretty toxic. Everyone's like, "Oh, stay away from that guy," you know. So I looked at him. He's laughing at me. I'm like, and so afterwards, like, "You piece of shit, dude!" Right? And he's like, "I know you're gonna get me back." He's like, "I'm ready for it. To punch in the nuts, whatever you got for me. Go ahead." You know. It's like, no, you know what, bro? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tell this story.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it out there.
Every chance I get, I'm gonna tell this story. He's like, "Okay, that's fair enough, man." So there we go.
Who would yours be? This is new. I've never thought about this before.
Somebody of similar caliber height, I imagine. She's looking at me
It's
pretty
pretty
hard.
much just you.
There aren't too many of them.
Yeah, at that point, it's just Corey. Like,
What about Trey Mac?
he's got you by like a whole like half inch, but at your size, that's a
really?
lot.
He's still definitely in that fighting
Oh
class.
yeah,
But he's got those pretty rose jackets on all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
He's got the stage attire for
dressed
sure.
to the hilt.
That is a good question. I have never thought about that.
Nor have I. I'm sitting
No.
here going, I have no idea. 'Cause I
You know
feel-
who that started with? It was Justo Aroa.
Oh, that's
We had
right.
Justo Aroa on the show,
Oh.
and I was like, I don't want to ask the same questions everybody else does. So tell me, who would win in a fight between you and Christian?
Dude, he dodged that question so well. It was fantastic.
He answered it. He answered it. Eventually, I got him to
Yeah.
bite, and he said, "Well, I'm the older brother, so I feel like the older brother is always going to win." So me, and I'm like, "You heard it here first on the Cigar Junkies podcast. Justo says he'd kick Christian's ass. Challenge offered."
And Justo was like, I'm out.
He looks over at Trey like, "Who the fuck are these guys?" He's like, "I don't know. I met him last week." And yeah,
Who would yours be?
me, who do I want to fight? I don't know.
Sam Hoffman.
No, you know what? If I'm going for a name, I'm going to go for a big name. I'd say Steve Saka.
You go for
Ooh.
Saka?
I'd like to
Oh,
fight
wow.
Saka, yeah.
Good luck.
Because
with
I
that.
feel
You
like
understand
yeah.
he's going to be on the show in like 2 weeks, and I'm
Yeah.
bringing that up.
Oh,
right?
for sure.
Okay.
Oh.
For sure. Because here's the thing. Steve kind of looks like me in like 10 to 15 years and a little heavier. So I feel like I got the speed on him and shit. I
Nice.
bet you if he got a hold of me, he would break me
Oh,
in
he'd bear hug
fucking
the shit
half
out of
like a
you, man.
toothpick. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. But I feel like it'd be entertaining. It'd be like watching me fight my future self.
Okay, I got another question for you, man. Who in the cigar industry would you have their back? Like if someone started fucking with them, you would step in front. Like, no, you got to go through me first.
Lee Marsh. In a fucking heartbeat. I love that dude.
All right.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
Mo, same thing. Either one of them.
Yeah, and I only know Mo from the limited interaction we had via Zoom,
Mm,
but he's a pretty badass dude. But Lee for sure.
mm.
Lee is actually the only person I think we've ever really made an honorary cigar junkie.
Yeah.
Like that dude's he's in the club.
So
And,
I'm not an
yeah.
honorary cigar junkie.
Not yet.
Not
We'll
yet.
see how the show does.
Yeah.
It'll do well. I'm on it.
Yeah. We'll see how much equipment you damage on the way
Yeah,
out.
that's
We'll figure it out.
I'm doing
potential.
well so
Or
far.
we'll find out if that invitation actually comes in the mail. And
So my
with that
guy, I would
Spirit
defend
Airlines
no matter
voucher.
what, man. It would be Nick Melillo because like I met him for the
Yeah.
first time in Tampa back in December, and Karen always speaks highly of him because she knows all
Nick
these people.
Aragua.
But he was so friggin' cool, man. I mean, he was so cool and so nice and so down to earth. I'm like, man, We need to have carbon copies of you, bro. You're really cool. And Jonathan Drew is cool too, man. But Nick Malilla's, he's dope.
There's a couple of them that like I could see going to bat for him, but like, some fun ones would be like, like I feel like I'd want to fight Matt Booth. I feel like he'd be scrappy as shit. No bad blood.
Yeah.
Like I feel like he'd be scrappy as shit. Like that. I feel like that would be a bad choice on my part.
Oh,
I'd like
you'd
to
be fucked for one reason: the jewelry.
Right? He just hit me with
fuck
something.
The rings,
Yeah.
the bracelets, the watches.
Like I'm sure he'd fuck me up, but it would be a fun fight to watch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
but you know what? He talks about like molestation and anal lube entirely too much.
But I already told you my technique for winning a fight. I told you yesterday.
I forgot I wasn't paying attention.
I take my pants
that.
off. Because you can scare a big son of a bitch with a little pecker.
That's all right. That's
So,
right. I'd hand you my wallet and run like hell,
Do
dude.
it. Bye.
Take my wallet. Just leave me the fuck alone.
Let me be.
Reminds me of an episode of Rick and Morty. You don't watch
No.
Rick and Morty. There's this fucking alien that Rick's got locked up in the basement, and so fucking Rick and Morty are interrogating him, trying to figure out the information. And he's got like fucking ball chins, and he's like, "All right, Morty, we'll get him to talk. Grab those and start twisting." And he starts doing the alien's like writhing around and moaning and making crazy noises, and looks like he's in tremendous pain. And then he's like, "Okay, stop," and like. He goes, all right. He says he'll tell us, but first you got to finish him off. And he's like, what? And he's like, what? It's okay for us to torture our enemies, but you can't jack them off? What's wrong? If it gets you the information.
That's good.
So who would you just like not want to fight in this industry? Like
Omar
you
DeFrias.
Omar.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Omar.
He's pretty big.
Jeez,
Not only is
I'm
the
as tall
guy-
as his knees.
Not only is he 7 feet tall, but he's a fucking legitimate rocket scientist. So, he's just over there with the Wile E. Coyote board putting out a fucking game plan. Like, he's not just going to fucking hurt you. He is going to, like, destroy you in every way possible. Yeah.
I'd say, Omar, Robert Caldwell. He's got that stringy, like, he's got the reach. Like, I couldn't get even anywhere near him.
Yeah.
Like, he'd just be like, stop. Yeah, so no, Caldwell, I wouldn't want to fight either.
Let me think about that.
I wonder if we could get silly sausages made that are like the big Nerf things they used to use in American Gladiator, and that could be just a segment. Like it's a tradition of coming over on the Cigar Junkie. You have to fight Sam with the fucking silly sausage.
No, not
sticks.
me, you. It's your idea.
But there would be no challenge to it. Every fucking thing would be over.
What are
in
you
3
talking about,
seconds.
dude? You're like Odd Job in fucking GoldenEye. Like it'd be hard to hit you just because you're small.
You just come in and one of those.
I'd be scared. I'd be scared of him biting me in the unit, man.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, wear shin pads. That's all I'm gonna say.
What'd you slip me that 20 for when you came in? I thought that's what you wanted.
Number one, it was a 50.
Yeah.
Inflation, bud.
Right,
20
right,
bucks
right.
isn't 20 bucks anymore.
Yeah.
That's right. It was just a nibble. I don't know. Yeah. All right. So let's welcome the
Moving
new
on.
members to the group. This week we have some more traditional names, which I appreciate.
Yes.
That's what I appreciate about these guys. Michael Kaniger, Alex Boyk, Max Anthony Hashem, Michael Arroyo. Yes, these are actually reasonable names compared to the ones we
normally.
actually get on here typically. My brother-in-law, Sean Scully. Jesus, I'm assuming Alan. Although if it's Jesus, I'd like him even more. Matthew Palladino, Johnson Cigars, Luis Nachos, and Brian Satizan Jr. Somebody was like, that name is so cool, we got to do it again. Son, here you go.
Yeah. Dude, I'm moving right to your next line. Like, let's just skip through and do that. That picture was fucking
It's
awesome.
a good picture.
Dude, that was
Good
great. Participation trophy of the week goes to Kelvin Martinez. That, I don't know, it was just one of those things. Like, it was a great post.
Yeah,
I'm surprised it didn't get more traction too. Like, I was like, wait, well, why is he getting likes?
Well, we've also lowered the requirement because the spirit of the participation trophy is not that you did something outstanding. It's you showed up, so you get a trophy.
Right.
And so
That's
it's
usually
like,
what
okay.
that's usually participation trophy.
Exactly
means.
what
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
So
Oh, yes.
the coveted golden grasshopper
Sticking to the letter of the law there.
award winner of the week.
Yeah, but no, that was actually like a good.
I don't know if
picture
you
and all
made
that.
last week's. I don't know. If you haven't been doing much anything on the interwebs.
No, I didn't.
No.
I need
The
to get that.
interwebs.
The
Yeah.
interwebs.
What happened to that, man? Did the English fail you just now, or
You
what?
took one web and you put it together with another one, and they
Those are
Yeah.
interwebs.
Interwebs,
Okay,
yeah.
I got it now, man. Yeah.
I don't need to spell out the whole mathematical equation for you.
You actually do, because I didn't know what you were talking about.
Mathematicizing.
Who?
I said you're mathematicizing.
It happens from time to time.
Mathematicalizing.
Mathematicalizing. Cool. I dig it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know why you keep looking at me.
I don't know, I was
Clearly,
waiting
I
for you to
have
go for
nothing
something.
today.
That's all. All right.
Yeah,
Well-
my bag is my bag of tricks is relatively empty today.
I'm glad you said of tricks, man, because you said my bag and you paused. I was like, where is he going?
He had to correct himself. No, I know these guys got to get out of here. That's why I was kind of
Yeah, fair enough.
moving along. That's all.
So we talked a little bit about what we might smoke, but I'm still not 100% sure. I'll jump back into the conversation for what we were
I don't
talking
re-
about for next week.
I don't
Because if
the
you
conversation.
remember, Sam Rauch
Yeah.
said that he wanted to maybe launch something or announce
Yeah,
something.
so
on
we're
the
not
show,
sure
but I
what
I was like, I did not know that was a thing. So, yeah, why don't you wrap up while I look up? Or you could do
Yeah,
nothing. That's good
yeah.
too. It's a
Appreciate
podcast.
having
Dead
you
air
guys
is
on
no
here.
problem.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
great to see you guys. Great to meet you guys. Tammy. it's
Thank you
cool.
very much.
I,
Yeah.
I didn't realize until the end of the night last night, like you were all about that Irish accent, and then
That was awesome.
Then you put your hoodie on to leave, and I was like, it's like Dublin real big. I'm like, okay, she's just all about it, Irish whiskey. So, yeah, appreciate having you here on the show today. It was a good fucking time.
Fucking time, guys.
fucking great time with you there. So, Bruce, thanks for bringing Tammy.
That's awesome. Yes.
No,
Okay.
appreciate it. Enjoyed the cigar. Enjoyed. I mean, I've enjoyed a couple of the Karen burgers. Yesterday, you gave me a whole
Sweet.
handful. I've been trying to pass through them again and give
Cool.
them another shot, and I've been enjoying them so far. I actually got a really good compliment for you. Heather smoked one of the ones you gave me yesterday, which it was the platinum.
Okay.
It's the first time she's ever smoked a cigar where the next day she didn't have the throat burn or anything like that because she's not a normal smoker.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
That's a feat in itself. I mean, that's a thing. Like it's
the
clean
balance.
finish
It's the
and
balance,
done.
bro.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
definitely compliments to the chefs on that one. So
Right on.
cool. You guys got any final things you want to plug, get out there, all that?
For all those people listening in Florida, don't forget we got the K by Karen Burger Florida passport right now. 28 lounges in Florida. You get the passport. You go around all the lounges in Florida that are participating. You get buy 3 cigars, get 1 free, and 15% off a purchase of 100. You hit 25 out of 28 lounges. You mail the passport in, and you get 1 of 3 grand prizes. You're in the raffle for 1 of 3 grand prizes.
It's a lot of visits, bro.
You got
That's commitment right there.
It is, but guys that smoke cigars, they love to go on safaris.
Do you guys have a website like where that's listed or anything, like where they can look at the passport before they get into it?
Yeah, well, you could just
Pick
go
it
to
up in one of the stores, I would imagine.
Yeah, in all 28 participating stores. We have it all on Facebook, and we have it all on Instagram as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, check it out for sure. Because I love the passport system. I think that's cool as hell.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Great having you guys on. I look forward to following your midget wrestling career in the
Yes.
future.
Thank you.
Bruce, what can I say? You're a great guest. My
Thanks, man.
favorite part of having you here, I think, was definitely when you got up and left.
I'm about to do it again. You're about to relive that.
I look forward to that encore. No, thank you so much for coming on. It was really fun having you guys here. Make sure you guys tune in next week when we have Sam Rocha, House of Feruza. We look like we might be debuting the Robber Baron. I look forward to finding out what that is. Join us every Friday at 6 when we do the show live. Say the thing.
Salud.
Salud. See you
Ciao.
guys.